Good morning. I hope everyone's well today. Thank you for watching as always. I'm quite disgruntled today, to say the least, the very least, about a video I've seen online from a lefty organisation, probably civil service or lefty legacy media, called Worldwide Warrington or Warrington Worldwide. And it's a smug, smarmy looking lefty waxing lyrical about our local hotel, the Daresbury Park Hotel, being refurbished. It was previously used to house illegal migrants, the Channel invaders, up until about April last year, when we elected a Reform UK MP, Sarah Poachin, in Runcorn and Halesbury. Curious the Labour government did that just as we were going to elect a Reform MP. Anyway, I digress. The video is quite something to behold, so I'm going to play this now, so thank you.
Okay, we're here to check out the new look Daresbury Park Hotel, which has been totally refurbished. There was some controversy locally when it was closed for a number of years after it was taken over by the government to house immigrants. But
not immigrants, illegal, foreign, fighting age men coming from a safe country, being France, who have broken into the country and put up at our expense. So, not immigrants. Don't misrepresent the situation. Nobody voted for this. We do not consent, and you are taking the piss. Let's continue.
It's certainly been given the red carpet treatment now. And for visitors here from the past, you'll remember this impressive lobby. And after you've come through the main entrance,
I'm spitting feathers. I've been in this hotel on several occasions. It is extremely high end. We are not talking, well, you can see by the video itself, this isn't Premier Inn, this isn't Holiday Inn, this isn't standard 4-star bull. This is the premium treatment that these fighting age men were given. How many people watching my video would stay here? How many people can afford to stay here? People who are on the breadline, working class people like me, who would actually stay here? Comment below.
you walk through into the main hotel. And for businesses, you have a boardroom, which is well air conditioned, which you can hire out on a daily rate.
Yeah, these private hotels, this chain is Britannia Hotels, all aircon. So all of these precious cherubs coming over from France get aircon rooms when us at home get told to take our aircon out of our homes by local councils simply because they are against the current government's net zero agenda. Think about that. But the migrants, the precious lambs, they get literally the 5-star treatments.
And here's another business offering, which you can actually go straight through and tie the knot and get married. And I can guarantee the air conditioning in here is absolutely fantastic.
He goes, oh, look, you can get married here. Look at this. Isn't this lovely? Isn't this nice? How many private functions and events are cancelled all around the country because these hotels have been requisitioned by the government? How many events have been destroyed, ruined, people's lives uprooted because of this? It's absolute national outrage. Anybody who's not outraged by this, I don't know what to tell you. You need your head examined.
And then you've got this ultra modern bar area where you can come and relax and unwind. Looks amazing. And then we've got the restaurant here as well. And you've got the swimming pool down here as well.
Lovely if you can get it, isn't it? How many people have to pay for gym memberships to get swimming pools? All right, it's not free. We, the great British taxpayer, have to pay for all of this out of our wages, out of our own money. All right? Not if you come from France. This is the lap of luxury they're literally getting all over this United Kingdom.
Looks fantastic. And there's even a studio here, which used to be the old squash court, which can be hired out. And if you like the sunshine while you're here, it's a great garden area here, and they've even got sun lounges. I suppose the big question is, will you forgive and forget?
No, I'm not going to forgive, and I'm not going to forget anything. I've got Britannia Hotel's number, and they're not for me. Any hotel in this United Kingdom that has been requisitioned or has taken the King's Shilling for this deserves to go under. And you can tell just by looking at the photo, he is a smug lefty. That's exactly what he is. This is a archetypical Labour voter, Lib Dem or Green voter. You can certainly tell. Look at the smarmy, self-satisfied look in his face. Oh, you're not going to hold grudges against a private company that's profited off the King's Shilling. When I say the King's Shilling, I mean my money and your money. There is no public money. The only money government has is money it raises in taxation through VAT, stamp duty, which Angela Rayner don't pay because she's special, our taxes, our income tax, and the death duty, the inheritance tax. That's the only money government has. And fuel duty and all the other duties. All of that money is going to these private companies like Britannia Hotels, who are making money hand over fist for this nonsense. Resist it. Complain. Do not give them your custom.
I know from previous stories we've done, there's been a lot of resentment from people about the fact that this was used for immigration purposes.
Illegal migrants being given the 5-star treatment. Get it right. Don't whitewash it. Be specific. Actually, I'll be specific for you. Let's have a look. Okay, let's have a look at Britannia Hotel's contract, shall we? I brought a visual aid. Here we go. The total lump sum contract amount for individual properties like Britannia Hotels is not publicly discussed as a single figure. Instead, the UK government contract primary accommodation such as Serco, Mears, Clear Springs, Ready Homes, etc. will block book all of the hotels. The per night cost £81 per night per room, brought a chain profits over 150 million in profit for accommodating asylum seekers since 2024, registering high individual profit for major block booking partners across 17 properties, over 3.1 billion in system-wide costs. All right, it's a disgrace. How much of that? Well, all of that money could be put to better use. We've heard that recently that George Bank in Cheshire is at risk of being closed, and the budget of that is only 2.8 million a year. And we're sending 3.1 billion on migrant accommodation alone. You're a disgrace, mate. You're a disgrace.
And Britannia Hotels took the government money and closed.
No such thing as government money. Taxpayers' money. That's the only money government has. Idiots. This is the lefty mindset. Oh, it's public money. It's public money. No, it's not. It's my money.
Close it down to the public. And some people are not forgiving about that.
We shouldn't be. He goes on, he's really, really smug, and he's really, really smarmy. Just look at that shit-eating grin. Anyway, I'm going to finish here. And these migrants, these illegals, these dingy divers that need to be shown the door, they're put up in accommodation like that only the 1% could afford to live in on a daily basis in this United Kingdom, let's be honest. They're put up at our expense in properties like this all over Britain, and this is how they repay us. Let's have a look now. This is from Basil. A Sudanese migrant has been sentenced to just 2 years in prison. One of those years is on licence for entering a Manchester school armed with a knife, hatchet, hammer, and fuel can filled with petrol. In a just society, he would never be allowed in public again. Well, I'll tell you something. These Africans are not very bright, and this is case in point. Didn't think to check on the internet to see if the school was in session or not. They're not too bright. They don't have all of their faculties, is my opinion. This is what people need to realise. This is happening all over the country. They're entitled, and the reason why you try to break into the school is because they weren't processing his claim fast enough. I'll tell you what, it needs to go. They all need to go. It's a travesty he's in our prisons, and it's a travesty that he's not automatically been deported back to Sudan. Not our problem. I very much appreciate your time. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.